Hello everyone, it's Leah Nepp. Welcome back to DIY Beauty on Purpose. So today I am working on 3 spring DIYs for my home, and I am using what I have at home. So basically with this first project, what I'm trying to do is create kind of like a rope basket. And my first thought was I'm going to use this Dollar Tree planter and use it as a just something to kind of create the basket around. So like a mold, I guess that's what I'm looking for. And you'll see here that it did work out, not with the mold and not with the planter, but at the end, I really liked the way it turned out. So I wanted this rope basket to have that same kind of shape. So smaller on the bottom, bigger on the top, which is why I chose this planter as the mold. So I used a piece of burlap fabric on the bottom. This is just something that I have had now for several months, and I cut what would be the bottom of the basket, and I'm just using hot glue to glue rope. This rope I got on Amazon. You can certainly use the Dollar Tree ones if you have them. They have the nautical ropes. They're a little thicker and you can certainly use them. But in this case, this one is just a roll that I got from Amazon, so I thought I would just use the one that I had. So as you can see here, I'm just trying my very best to use the planter as the mold, and it's just not working out, guys. I feel like it was just too small. It was in my way, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna freehand this thing. So that's what I'm trying to do here, and basically I'm just gonna go around and around hot gluing the rope. And if you have used hot glue and rope, you know that it actually bonds very, very well. So I am going to try to do and follow the same shape as the planter, and you're gonna see here in a little bit it was not the same exact shape, let me just put it that way. But like I said, in the end, I just like the way it turned out overall. So I'll just keep going around and around, and basically not too much glue, just a nice straight glob of glue, and going around. So now here at this point, I'm going to try to, instead of keep going wider, I'm going to try to kind of bring it in a little more. So I changed my mind about going from small to wide, and what I'm going to try to do is go to small, wider in the middle, and then kind of bring it in again towards the top, if that makes sense. And it turned out okay. So as you can see, some of the middle portion's a little wobbly, but because it is a rope basket, I thought it looked fine. It just gives it a little bit more character, let's call it that way. But I'm basically almost done. I'm just gonna do a couple of more go arounds, and then I'm going to be all done with it. Or actually, I guess I was done there. I'm gonna secure it with some hot glue in the end. And that's it. I'm going to add a handle. Oh, first I did cut the excess bottom piece. I did kind of just massaged the rope there just to kind of give it more of an oval look rather than a round look. And I cut a piece of rope, and I'm just now going to glue it on the inside. It's not going to have anything heavy inside, so I'm fine with hot gluing it. I got these greeneries from Amazon as well, and I'm just bending the bottom instead of cutting them because I do want to reuse. I love to reuse my florals instead of buying them over and over again. So I'm just going, instead of cutting them, I'm just going to bend them and place them inside. They're very light, so it's perfect for this project, and then I'll be all done with it. And there you have it. I loved it. So it's not exactly how I wanted it to turn out in the beginning, but I really like the way it turned out. It's really fresh and light feeling, and that is the goal with this 3 projects that I'm doing today, is just keeping it light and airy and just a fresh spring feel to it. Alright guys, so for my next project, I'm going to reuse this garland that I got a while ago, and I have used already in several projects. I used it for my Christmas decorations, and now I am going to use it to give the wreath that I have in my bedroom. I have an old window above my bed in my master bedroom, and the wreath is already just older. I did it a while ago, and I just need something new and fresh and airy, like I said, for spring. So I'm going to use this garland, and I rounded it up as a wreath would be. And now I'm taking some Baby's Breath florals, faux florals that I got on Amazon as well. And everything's going to be linked down below in my Amazon store. If you haven't checked my Amazon store, check it out. It'll be linked down below. I have my favorite florals and favorite craft items and tools on my store. All right. So I cut some of the floral or some of the Baby's Breath to fit a little better because the stem was really long. So I still kept a smaller stem, but I did cut them and I'm fluffing them. Now, the number one rule with faux florals or any decorations like Christmas trees or garlands is fluff, my friends. Let's fluff the faux florals. All right, so I'm fluffing the Baby's Breath to give it fullness and just look a little bit more natural than it being flat. And I'm just going to place them going around. And as I mentioned earlier, I like to reuse my florals, especially those that I don't get like at the Dollar Tree where they're just $1. You know, these were, they're amazing quality, and I did get them on Amazon, so they were a little bit more expensive, but they're really, really good quality, and they just look so beautiful. So I do not want to use any hot glue and risk ruining them. So I'm just going to use some wire to secure them, and I did that around the entire wreath. I put 2 wires on each Baby's Breath, one on the stem and one on the actual like flowery part. You can't even tell because it's such a thin wire, and it's so easy to do. You just cut a little piece and then you just put it around and twist it. No big deal. So that's how I'm gonna try to keep the florals nice and new looking without ruining them with hot glue. And I think hot glue may have not ruined them. I just don't like to risk it. All right, so there's what my wreath looked like. It had more of a summer kind of like fallish look. And so I wanted something new. I did a video on this, on how I did this. I'll link it down below. But I wanted something different. So here I am placing it. Once I placed it with some wire, it felt like it was too high on the window. So then I switched it to some jute twine, made it longer so that the wreath actually falls in the middle of the window. And then that'll be it for this project. And there you have it, guys. So nice and simple. I think it gave this window and my bedroom actually just a fresher, airy feel for spring. And I love it. I love that I was able to reuse this garland as a wreath. And I love that the fact that these Baby's Breath that I got on Amazon looked awesome. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so for my third and final project, I'm gonna use this fabric basket that I got so long ago. I have been using it to store like craft supplies like tape and just random things. It was inside one of my cabinets, and I decided to organize my cabinet a little bit different. And now I have this basket that I really love the shape. I love the feel of it and the quality. I'm just not in love with the color because red and white, although it's beautiful, it just doesn't go with my style. So I am going to paint it using Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the London white. I gave it 2 coats of it using a chippy brush, and it did wonderful. All right, so now I'm going to use this fabric that I have also had for a long time, and I'm just going to cut a portion of the bottom of it, and I still have so much left over. I'm excited because I would love to use it to upholster some sort of furniture piece or something. So I measured the basket, and I want to make sure that I have enough to cover the inside. So I don't know if you noticed, the basket has a red liner inside. So what I'm going to do is replace that liner without having to remove the old liner. So I am going to hem the top portion of the liner using the hot glue and basically just folding it over. And if you have never done this, it's a really easy way of doing it. I do have a sewing machine and I could have definitely sewn it, but in this case I just felt like using some hot glue, and I'm going to do that throughout the entire one side of the fabric. All right, so once I was done hemming the one side or the top side that I'm going to be using for the liner, I am now going to place it, and this is a part where it's not hard, it's just you just have to go little pieces by pieces, and I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. And I'm sorry for the view here, I know it's a little high, but it'll get better in a minute when I move the basket. And I'm just going to place, like I said, some glue on the top rim of the basket, and then I'm going to place nice and neatly and very even with the top of the basket, the liner. And you'll see it here in a minute. Again, I'm so sorry for the view. But so I did paint the top of the basket with knowing the fact that I wasn't going to have anything over it. So I did want that part to be red, or not red, that part to be white as well. So here you can see a little better. I'm just adding some glue, and then basically just going to glue the fabric very closely to the edge of the basket. And you can see it there, the parts that I've already done. You can see that it's pretty seamless, and I'm trying not to add too much glue because I don't want that glue to show, but I am adding enough to make sure that it's nice and secure. And then I will do that all the way around, as you can see here. And then on the part, once I was done, I'm just going to add a line of glue on the inside to bring the two ends together, just to hem that seam, you know, just to make sure that it's nice and secure. Very simple, just a glob of glue from top to bottom, and then flattening out the fabric. So there's what it looks like so far. So now I have excess fabric on the bottom, which was done on purpose. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another piece from the same piece that I cut originally. I just cut a little square off of it. And now I'm going to put it on the bottom just like that. I'm going to take a pencil, and I'm just going to draw pretty much where I want to cut per the bottom, and just cut around it. And I think what I wanted to do is hem this circle as well, but it seemed like it would be too hard because it's being a round circle. So I just kept it like this. Only one end is hemmed because it was part of the original piece of fabric. So I'm just going to place it on the bottom, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to place glue all around and then secure it to the bottom, and that's going to be it for this basket. And there is there it is, guys. I'm so happy with this basket. Again, I love the size and the style. I just didn't like the colors, and look, now I can use it for home decor. I can store things on there. I can use it for as a planter. I can use it for faux florals. I can use it for so many things, and I already had it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, I do appreciate you taking the time to tune in and watch till the end. And if you haven't subscribed, as always, I invite you to do so. I upload videos every single week, and I would not want you to miss any. Thank you so much, and have a blessed day.